Before she was Catwoman, Julie Newmar wore just Scotch tape and gold paint alongside Raymond Burr. Forget everything you knew about Hollywood's iconic Catwoman. This story will redefine it all. Join us as we venture into hidden depths of Julie Newmar's life story, followed by rare photos of the star herself. On August 16, 1933, the bustling city of Los Angeles was gifted with the presence of Julia Chalene Newmeyer, or as the world would come to know her, Julie. The Newmeyer household was no ordinary one. Her father, Don, had once sprinted across football fields as a player for the LA Buccaneers, while her mother, Helene Jesmer, once graced stages with her radiant performances in the follies of the 1920s. When the curtains closed, Helene transitioned into the world of fashion, crafting designs under the stylish name Chalene. From the beginning, Julie was surrounded by art and athleticism. As a child, the melodies of the piano resonated throughout their home as she practiced her fingers dancing on the keys. Julie's passion for movement didn't stop at the piano. The art of dance beckoned, and she delved deep into ballet. By the time she was 15, her grace and skill were undeniable, leading her to become the leading ballerina for the Los Angeles Opera. Education was another feather in young Julie's cap. She breezed through her studies, wrapping up high school, while most were just settling in. With a zest for life and an insatiable curiosity, she, alongside her mother and brother, embarked on a European escapade, soaking in the cultures and sights of the continent for a whole year. Upon their return, Julie's thirst for knowledge led her to UCLA. There, she indulged in the melodies of classical piano, pondered the depths of philosophy, and charmed her way through French lessons. But the pull of the spotlight was hard to resist. New York City, with its dazzling Broadway lights, called out to her. Julie heeded that call and soon found herself amidst the hustle and bustle of NYC's theater district. Her Broadway debut came in 1955, as she twirled and leaped in silk stockings. But it was Lil Abner that truly put her on the map. In the glitzy world of film and theater, few could match the spark and spirit of Julie Newmar. As if stepping straight out of a golden age tale, she danced into cinematic history as the mesmerizing dancer-assassin in Slaves of Babylon, and turned heads as the ethereal, gilded girl in Serpent of the Nile. Her fluid moves in The Bandwagon and Demetrius and the Gladiators only further cemented her status as a dancing diva. But who could forget her magnetic portrayal of Dorcas in Seven Brides for Seven Brothers? And then, with a swish of her skirt and that trademark confidence, she set Broadway ablaze as Stupefying Jones in Little Abner. It was a role so electric that Hollywood came calling, begging her to recreate the magic in 1959. Her vivacious turn as the tempestuous Katrin Sveg in The Marriage Go-Round wasn't just a crowd pleaser. It earned her a Tony in 1959, and when she reignited that fiery role in 1961, sharing the screen with stalwarts James Mason and Susan Hayward, it was cinematic gold. Though once there was a Russian was a brief dance on stage, Julie never missed a beat. She took audiences on a whirlwind journey with Joel Grey in Stop the World, I Want to Get Off. And while Broadway's Boom Boom Room promised a grand return that took an unexpected twist, Julie's early escapades in the realms of film and theater remain the stuff of legends. In the world of 60s TV, Julie Newmar set the gold standard for Catwoman in the Batman series. She wasn't just playing a part, she was making it her own. A simple tweak to the costume's belt placement showed her eye for detail, emphasizing her figure and adding a personal touch. That costume made huge waves, proving that sometimes the little things make the biggest impact. But Julie was more than just Catwoman. Her tall frame and magnetic presence made her a go-to for all sorts of roles. A spirited motorcycle ride on the Route 66 showcased her adventurous side, while her devilish turn on the Twilight Zone proved she could captivate an audience, even in the most sinister roles. She continued to turn heads in classic shows like F-Troop and Bewitched, reminding viewers that her versatility knew no bounds. But wait, there's more. Julie returned to our screens in later years, showing she still had the magic. With guest roles in popular shows like Heart to Heart and The Bionic Woman, Julie demonstrated that her charisma could span decades. She even rode the wave of the music video era, starring in George Michael's Too Funky. Not one to be confined by her past, Julie stepped back into Catwoman's heels, lending her voice to animated sequels and exploring new avenues like audio dramas. Julie Newmar was always more than Catwoman. She was, and remains, an enduring symbol of the golden age of television. While most recognized Julie Newmar for her cinematic allure, her genius was not restricted to the world of film and television. The 1970s marked a transformative era for Julie as she stepped into the shoes of an inventor. Her creativity led to the granting of 2 US patents for pioneering pantyhose designs, which offered a cheeky derriere relief and were innovatively promoted under the moniker Nudemar. Moreover, she crafted a brassiere, which not only boasted of being being nearly invisible, but also resonated with the iconic style reminiscent of Marilyn Monroe. Julie's entrepreneurial journey took another significant turn in the 1980s. She's so into it that she even talked about Marilyn Monroe's special bra on Instagram. She began venturing into the world of Los Angeles real estate. Her investments weren't just about profit, they were about transformation. Magazines credited her as being instrumental in uplifting key neighborhoods on La Brea Avenue and Fairfax Avenue near the Grove. Julie Newmar wasn't just an actress, she was a visionary who, off the screen, sketched her mark in the world of design and urban development. Away from the spotlight, Julie Newmar led a life as dynamic as her roles on screen. She found love in different forms, with notable figures like Louis L'Amour, Mort Saul, and Ken Scott. In 1977, she married lawyer J. Holt Smith and moved to Texas, only to part ways 7 years later. Life gifted Julie with her son, John Jewel Smith, in 1981. Despite his hearing impairment and Down syndrome, John became her anchor, adding depth and meaning to her world. Julie had her battles too. She grappled with Charcot-Marie-Tooth disease, a rare condition, showing her strength and determination. Her neighborly spat with actor Jim Belushi had its moments but ended on a light note. The two playfully addressed their past differences on an episode of According to Jim. A keen gardener, Julie left a mark on Los Angeles beyond the film sets. Her efforts led the city to reconsider the use of loud leaf blowers, reflecting her love for peace and quiet. Julie's life, with its ups and downs, paints the picture of a woman who lived fully and faced every challenge with grit and grace. From Hollywood's lively avenues to hidden nooks and comic shops, Julie Newmar's presence is felt everywhere. The comic miniseries The Secret Lives of Julie Newmar captures the grandeur of her spirit. Reflecting her diverse roles, inventive nature, and relentless advocacy, the series reveals a woman who transcended her on-screen charisma. Julie consistently showcased grit and imagination, regardless of life's challenges. To many, she isn't just a nostalgic icon but an enduring inspiration, a testament that passion and perseverance can craft a lasting legacy. Her journey shines brightly, illustrating how talent, determination, and heart can resonate across ages. Julie Newmar is still making waves long after her time as Catwoman. She's taken over her dad's business and has tenants in a lively part of Los Angeles called Fairfax. She's all smiles when she looks back on her time as Catwoman. In a chat with The Spectrum back in 2016, she said how thrilled she is that people still remember her for that role. She never got any extra money for playing Catwoman, but she says the love she's gotten from fans over the years makes up for it. And guess what? She even got her hands back on her original Catwoman suit. She didn't keep it in her closet, though. She gave it to the Smithsonian Museum so fans could see it and remember the good old days of the original Batman series. Julie Newmar's journey, from ballet to Catwoman, showcases her diverse talents and indomitable spirit. An actress, dancer, inventor, and businesswoman, she's left an indelible mark on pop culture. Still active and cherished, Julie's legacy is a testament to her lasting allure and multifaceted brilliance.